Hello YouTube world, this is Alex the Gaming Teacher, and welcome to a brand new series of Pokemon Ruby version. As you're watching this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. So I'm going to consider this to be a walkthrough because this is 3rd generation, and probably because it's a little bit newer than 2nd generation, I'm more used to it. I didn't play 2nd generation that much, but I played the 3rd one enough to know exactly what I'm doing. So we'll call it a walkthrough. If I fail, then maybe I'll have to change that. But this is Ruby version. You can see 2003 is when it was made. So definitely more advanced. No pun intended. This is Game Boy Advance. But let's just dig right into it. And yeah. So as you can see, this is a used what you call cartridge. That's like not a brand new one that I got. So yeah, the thing about clock-based events not going to happen. Well, that's fine because time's not really a big matter of this generation. But as you can see, I hate to do this once again. It's just super crazy what I'm doing because I did it with the yellow version, I did it with the gold version. But once again, with Ruby, look at that Pokedex 171. I'm going to just, throw it all away here. Oh, got to make sure I do that there. So style shift. I think everything else is good to go. And there we go, new game. But anyways, it's all good. I'm really looking forward to it, though. I enjoyed with these recordings. And even though it's a lot of stuff, it's like, was I ever going to complete it? I had 7 badges. It was like, yeah, I didn't even beat the Elite 4 yet. Or even get the 8th badge. My idea was just like trying to catch as many Pokemon as I can, as well as trade in some, and then basically level them up. Level every single Pokemon by 5, not just my main party, but every single one. And so that just takes a super amount of time. But anyways, this new professor here is Birch. I guess he wears sandals. And what I'm gonna do for this file is just gonna go ahead and use my son's name here. I'm wondering if there's a... No. Okay, I thought there was one button I could press on the GameCube controller here, because that's what I'm using. That could take place for select. But nah, it's all good. Yes, it's Mateo, my son's name, that is. And you can see Little Root is what the name of the town's gonna be that we're gonna start off with. So we always make like the first town that we basically the house is at. Like, it's really tiny. So you had Pallet Town, New Bark. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely not like New York. But then here, Little Root. Could actually already save the game, I believe, here. So, like, if you think about this, the only time we'll ever be in this area when I save the game inside of truck. That's what it is. Just do it right now, though, so I don't... I hate doing it. That's the one thing I wish Pokemon games had, was a second save slot. Save file slot. Or file slot, whatever it's saying here, but... Fortunately, it can't be like that. But anyways... You can tell graphics... Slot, definitely more advanced. Previous 2 generations, like, look at those Machokes. In the first 2 generations, they would just have them as like some little tiny thing, but here it's clear that they're way bigger than the character we're playing as. So anyways, they say time basis events are not going to be working and such, but I'll just still go ahead and look at the time here. It's right past noon, so we'll just put it like that. And then, oh yeah, I'm also going to check out our desk here. So usually lay in bed, but withdraw this potion. Should be a potion here. Okay, and then that's it for that. Look, you can see a GameCube. That's what I'm using. It's pretty nice, because GameCube, the thing that's called a Game Boy player, that's what allows me to have this being displayed on television. I was always curious to see if there's anything like that for the Nintendo DS games, and as well as like the newer Pokemon games. Because I do have a couple from Nintendo DS, so I don't have that much, but it'd always be nice if I could actually get those on television as well. Rather than just using the small device, the Game Boy device that I have. Alright, so what we have to do is go to our neighbor's house here. What I know is that there's really no rival in this game. There's a couple trainers that you fight at multiple spots, but they're not really like your rival. But here, let's see, yeah, May is her name, and thinking about it, we're actually in the month of May. She turns out to be the daughter of the professor, so... Anyways. Does she have a potion in here too? Nah. Pokemon learn up to 4 moves. It's something that was pretty obvious. Wouldn't it be nice if Pokemon can learn as many moves as possible? That's just... Like, huh, what if some Pokemon have higher IQ? Can't they learn more than 4 moves at once? Alrighty though. So unlike being in the lab, here is where we're actually going to choose our starter. And just like what I did with blue version and gold version, I always like to start off with the water type. So Trico's grass, Torchic is fire, Mudfish. Can already kind of tell wood, yeah. So Mudkip is what I'm going to go with here. And actually for the early going, I think besides I'll be catching one other Pokemon, but I believe, other than that one Pokemon, Mudkip's the only one I'm going to be using. So one thing I want to point out is once we get a chance, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll look later at its stats. There's a couple new features, with Generation 3, they'll be pointing out. Alright. Yeah, well, thankfully you let me keep that Pokemon, because defeating a level 2 Poochyena, that's... yeah, one thing I was going to say is, okay, first of all, let's give it a nickname. So, its final form, actually the word swamp is in the final form's name. And when I think about it, okay, swamp, I will just call this Shrek. So getting Shrek, okay, I'm going to protect my swamp. And that's when I give it. It's probably not the best of nicknames I could think of, but... oh well. Sometimes you have to, when there's a yes or no question, you gotta answer yes. Otherwise they won't let you pass, continue. But if I look at the stats here, first of all, there's 2 things to look at. The nature, so when it says hardy nature, that kind of changes about the stats, on how they increase. Or not how they increase though, but how high or how low they'll be. So for example, just think that if hardy nature says, because you'd have to look it up online, but if it says that its attack will be higher and then its defense will be lower, then, it's not like it's going to make that much of a change, but say if its attack was originally going to be at 300, at max, and if hardy nature says its attack will be higher, then that means instead of 300, it'll be maybe 330. And if defense was going to be at 300, well, if it's going to get lower because of the nature, then it'll be lower than 300. So, that's something I was fascinated with. I checked that just to see. Now, there are some natures, though, where nothing will go up or down, which is all good. The other thing, though, is abilities, and that's one key aspect for this. So, I'll explain those, as we see them. But for Mudkip, now this will change when it... Actually, no, I don't think it changes for the starters, but when it says ups water moves in a pinch, what that means is, see, if its HP is in the Siren, so in the red zone, then moves like Water Gun, Surf, they will be stronger. So it's kind of pretty cool. It's you're about to faint, but then you have every little ounce left. Who knows what could happen if you just use some water moves. But yeah, I think there's other things too, you could hold an item. There was something else that I'm not really going to show much. I'm not even really going to show it at all. Maybe I'll show it one time, but there's these things called fashion contests where you can run ribbons, And so those battle moves can also be used for those contests. It's a whole lot to look at, but we're just going to continue on here. Now what I'm going to do here is that next thing we have to do is actually talk to May. She's going to be in the route above this next town here. So I'm actually going to level up Mudkip just to 6 here because it's actually going to learn another move already. So, let's see. Alright, so the thing I was going to say is that, in Generation 2, of course there are new Pokemon, but not that much. So if you guys saw my Gold version file, you could see like a lot of trainers we fought. Majority of the Pokemon, or a lot of the Pokemon we faced, were from Generation 1 still. There's not a whole lot of new ones. I think there's like only a total of 100 new entries. And many of them are actually Pokemon that just evolved from one that was from Generation 1 in this case, but Generation 3 is a totally different story, and probably beyond that as well. A lot of the Pokemon we see... What am I doing first of all? I wanted to level up. See, I'm multitasking here. We'll just go up here though. But, in future generations, starting with this one, a lot of the Pokemon we'll see, like, I don't even know when we'll encounter one that we've already seen in past generations, but Mudkip, that Poochyena, this is a Zigzagoon, which, we don't have Pokeballs yet, though, but I actually do want to catch a Zigzagoon, and you'll see why. But, yeah, there's a whole bunch of new ones that are straight up originating from this generation. I was also thinking on the side here, like, it would be pretty cool if they eventually made a Pokemon game where you got to explore every single region that so far exists. So, like, Kanto, Johto, I think this one's called Hoenn. And then there's, like, also Sinnoh, and then Unova, stuff like that. Alright, also it's cool when they show you, like, the +1, the +2, just keeping a track how the stats are increasing. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like Mudkip's got pretty good stats all around. I think its speed is pretty much going to be its lowest stat, but... Anyways, going to want to heal here, though, because... I didn't say it's our rival, but we still are going to be fighting May a couple times. Which, first time will be, like, coming up very shortly. Now, wait a sec, I'm kind of curious then if... My guess is that we can't buy a Pokeball yet, though, because then otherwise... Let me see here. Yeah, it's always going to be like that. With the games, it's like, they don't give you any Pokeballs, so that way this first fight, it's kind of like, that first generation where we fight Gary with both our starters. That's what this is going to be like as well. So let's see here. The battle could really go either way. To make it easier, I could have just grinded Mudkip a little bit more, but reason to have, like, that Mud Slap move now. And you gotta be a little bit careful though, because when the levels are this close together... Oh, that was a critical hit. But Mud Slap is one of those moves that it's gonna always lower its accuracy. And okay, we're gonna have to probably... I'm not sure if we want to keep giving it a Mud Slap now. Maybe we'll do one more. Man, though, it keeps hitting me with the Leer. I know this is a battle, though, you have to win, so... This is, okay. I think 3 Mud Slaps, we'll just leave it like that, but we gotta just take it out now. Oh boy. Well, okay, that's not bad. Yeah, because Mudkip, its big stat, its final form at least that's going to be, is once again defense. Like, for Alligator from Generation 2, attack and defense was its best. Blastoise, its best stat was defense. And that's what I love. Pokemon with good defense, but also solid stats. elsewhere. Can't beat that. So it's like you could argue who's the best starter in the previous generations, but this one I'd say no doubt it's gotta be, because also when it evolves, not its final form, well, yeah, final form and even the second form, it's got the combination of water and ground, and that's I mean, makes yourself more vulnerable to grass types, but it's always nice that, hey, electric is good against water, but it's useless when you have the water-ground type combo. So anyways, just gonna go back to the lab now, because really want to get to those Pokeballs. There's gonna be 2 Pokemon that we're gonna be catching. One is, to be in the main party, but the other one, we'll have it stick around for a while. Like I said, it was already Zigzagoon. It's because it's got a nice ability. Now, the thing is, some Pokemon, actually almost every Pokemon, there's actually 2 possible abilities they could have. So if you catch one in the wild, the ability you see is not the only one it could have. So when I get that Zigzagoon, for the others that are going to be in the main party, I'm all good, whatever that has, but the Zigzagoon, though, I really would like to have this certain ability, and I think it's usually going to be the case, because one ability is common, the other one is pretty rare. What the heck? Just, those 3 people just moved all at once, or at the same time. Alright, but another thing I like here is that our mother is going to give us some running shoes. So, even though we're still going to get a bicycle and we'll eventually use that rather than these, but there's some areas that we can't use a bike, though. We can actually still run fast, so this is actually pretty nice. So, demonstrate, you hold the B button, that's what it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Almost going as fast as a bike. I kind of wonder, because alright, we're gonna get out of here. We want a Zigzagoon, so let's probably go on the other routes, see if it's there. Well, okay, no, we got one here. It's all good. So level 3, what we don't want to do is... Okay, we do not want to make it faint, that's for sure, so I think... Let's give it some mud slaps here. Oh, yeah. This might be cutting it close. Oh, jeez, though. I want to also make sure I don't faint, but... Dang it. Alright, well, we're gonna have to heal ourselves then, because I can't take any chances. The idea is always trying to get into the red zone. I probably could have caught it the way it was there, because there's some Pokemon that they're like, they're not that strong at all. Your chances of catching it are very, very high. So, let me just maybe go in this route then, because, Zigzagoon probably is in this route as well. But the other one I want to catch is in this route, but not that first one, so... Alright. Now the Pokemon I'm going to try to catch, so the other one, its only move that I think it has once you catch it is Bide, which is not really a nice one, trying to level it up with. So with these first couple trainers, I might just send out Mudkip. And, what was I gonna say? Ooh, snap. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it like this. Let's try catching it now. So yeah, I'll level up Mudkip a little bit here, and then to level up the other one, I'll just start it off, and then with each trainer battle, we'll just switch it to Mudkip. Gotta make sure the Mudkip's strong enough though to be able to handle that. So this is basically a raccoon, and one of the reasons why I caught it is because I can learn a few HMs early on. That'll be useful. Certain ones like Cut, I don't want that to be a final move in any of my party members, so we'll go with that. And so I called it HM. But yeah, that's the ability. So pick up, where it may pick up items. Basically, every once in a while, it will eventually pick up an item, and they can vary though, but it could be something like either a potion, or it can even be like a rare candy. I've seen it before, they can actually pick up rare candies. And I know in Generation 2, boy, rare candies, were they ever so rare. I don't know if they're the same, like that rare in Generation 3. In Generation 1, I think there was like a total of 10 of them, so it's... yeah, they weren't super rare at all. Okay, here we go. Seedot. It's a level 4, so that's actually a pretty good level there. So as I'm trying to catch it though, I gotta be careful, and once it uses the move Bide, I think we can afford, let's just give it one tackle, but then we don't want to keep attacking after that, because otherwise, you know, it's gonna make me, probably make me faint. We'll see how much damage I get here, but I could just kind of do the math. If I did another tackle, let's see. So I dealt 10 damage, that means when I gave it a tackle, it lost 5 HP. Had I have done another tackle, it would have done 10 HP basically. Then yeah, I would have lost 20 health points, and then I would have been down to 3. And that's not where I want to be at, so we can do one more tackle. And that's it. If I don't attack it now, we won't lose HP, so it's just all about getting a Pokeball thrown out there. So that's, you know, one thing is if you have a higher speed, then that's a great advantage, because then if you see that's using Bide, just don't attack it, and then it basically won't do anything. So that's why in the early going, it's probably important to have some moves that don't do damage. Kind of strange I would say that. Alright, but anyways, this is an acorn we caught, but its final form though also has a, you know, pretty nice... Actually, you know, one of the elements will be one that really didn't deal with much in Generation 2, but that is the Dark element. So that's why I'm going to just call it Dark Side. Pretty sure if that's not the right name I wanted to give it, then there'll be a name raider later on. But alright. So, and sometimes, you know, abilities will change as they evolve. So like here, Early Bird, I know that's not what its final form will have, but awakens quickly from sleep, that's pretty nice. Oh, look, okay, it did have Harden, but again, you can't really level it up just by when you keep using Harden. And yeah, you know, when you resist defense and you use Bide, sure, it's like the battle will last longer, but the thing is, if you're losing less health, then Bide's not gonna do as much damage. It's just one of those things where you want to lose more health, but you don't want to faint, but then... I don't know. So I think the best way to level it up is just... There will be a TM, though, early on that it can learn. It's actually a grass type. That'd be pretty nice. But alright, this first trainer, though... Oh. No. I'm gonna go with Mudkip here. Because I believe... It's just got one at level 5. I cannot remember every single trainer what they have, but yeah, as you can see, we're always starting off with youngsters, and then I think Bugcatcher will be showing up soon too. So I think we're gonna just start with Mud Slaps here though, because level 5, oh yeah, anytime you get a critical hit from a Mud Slap, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, Tail Whip, just gotta be aware of that. Defense getting lowered. Let me just tack on 2 Mud Slaps here. Now Growl just lowering my attack, so just get these in here. Alright, should be good. Okay, there we go, another critical hit. It's level 8, just like that. I'm not sure how I want to handle this though, but I know the first gym leader in this game is of the rock type, and once I get that grass move though, then that actually be pretty good. So I think we will maybe start with Mudkip or Seedot, try leveling up here, But I don't want to do it too much though. So maybe the idea is a couple levels here, but then I do want Mudkip to level on its own too though. Because we gotta have somebody pretty strong enough when we get to the first gen. Because these are going to be the two that I'll basically be using until I think almost when we're about to take on the third gym leader or something like that. So they will be beefed up. That's kind of like what I had in the second generation when I did Gold version. I had was it Crocodile or a Totodile, and I had a Flaffy. So let's see, if I do this again, it should level up. Yeah. So that's one good thing though, is Seedot, it does not look like it needs a lot of experience to level up. So that's what you get in return of, you know, it not really being able to do that much. The moveset is really not that good. So once I teach it though, that grass move, it's not the strongest of moves, but it's still something. Alright, I think we'll start with Mudkip on the next one because, again, you never know who the first Pokemon... Actually, well, let's see. Now, also the good thing about having someone like Zigzagoon, I know it's probably harsh to say this, but you can use it like bait. So like, oh look at that, there we go, already an item. So if we take this, it's a super potion. Just like that. But you know, you can use it as bait though, so say like if I start with Seedot here, and then suddenly this trainer has like a fire type maybe. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe if I had like a grass type then, if I still didn't want to use Seedot to fight it, but if I switch out the Mudkip, suddenly I'm making it vulnerable. And such, but you know, let me see, should I try... No, I feel like it's still just, you know... But I don't know what this... I think this one has like a flying type though. So we might have to stick with Mudkip for the second one. But then again, like, you know, if I start with Seedot and switch out, as you can already see that Mudkip's defense is pretty... Now, for some reason though, this is what I don't get, is like it took more damage that turn, but it wasn't a critical hit. Alright, still level to 9 there. Whoa, what the... Its speed went up by 2, everything else went up by 1, so I wonder if that ability means its speed is going to increase. But alright. So Talo, it's going to be like a flying type here. I think it's only going to be at level 3 though. If it's at level 3, yeah, then we should be fine. We don't want to keep it with Seedot though, because I think it knows Peck. Yep, it sure... Oh my goodness. Well... Oh, how about that? Payback there. Yeah, well, we had Zigzagoon, so I think we would have still been fine, but... Man. Really pecked the heck out of me there. You called me because you thought he could beat me. Well, here's the thing. There's going to be another trainer... We could just pass her up, I think. Alright. So we saw in Generation 2 that the trees, we could pick berries from them, but here, you know, there's still different type of berries, but it's very clear on which ones differ from which. And another thing to point out is, actually, is there a hidden item here? No. When you go to your bag, in Generation 2 when they introduced berries, that was still in the mix of all the items. But here now we have a berry bag. Oh, it's, you know, got the description there. A berry that heals poison. Hold item restores in battle, but I know we can use them outside of battle too. So an Oran berry. You know, I think we'll... As long as we can skip the trainer and the heal, and then we'll come back and fight her. So let me just... Dang it. Didn't want to Oh, look at this. There's no way. It would be pointless to try to fight that Seedot because then it's like if it's using Bide and I'm using Bide, no damage is going to be dealt. Alright, so next city here, and this is actually a city that has a gym, but it's not where the first gym is. So, yeah, unlike the first two generations, here it's like, there's going to be a lot of walking around before we get to the first gym. Before we do anything though, let's just go ahead and take on this last trainer. I think... yeah, we'll still go ahead and do this. Help you further your career. Your career as a Pokemon trainer. Do you like need a degree for that? Okay, maybe let's see what we can do. If I should try to But then again, I don't know, because if Zigzagoon just doesn't use Growl, if he uses Growl Tail Whip, it's just gonna take longer. And I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, see, he used Growl. So I just like didn't really want to bother using the Bide. Only until I give it the TM will I then let it fight. But alright. Again, Mud Slap though, it's not a strong move at all, but lowering accuracy, there are going to be some fights where that can be very effective. It's not a bad strategy at all to have. You know, in the early going. Later on, obviously we're not going to keep that move. Because like its final form of Mudkip's final form literally actually learns Earthquake. We don't even have to teach it Earthquake. But anyways, I think it said 25 experience, so that means Seedot should be able to level up again. So I think we can now just let Mudkip fight on its own for a little bit more. Because I do want it to get to Water Gun. That would be good to have for the first gym. So with this duo though, it's like, yeah, the first gym, I don't think really I have any chance. Once Mudkip learns Water Gun, and once I teach the grass move to the Seedot. Alright, so Raccoon Growling, not going to do anything here. Yeah, I'm wondering if Seedot... okay, well there you go, learned Growth. And actually that's actually not bad. Once I teach it the grass move, Growth will raise its special attack. You furthered my career, that is correct on that. Okay, you can see items here like the Pokeballs, not as giant now. Little tiny Pokeballs. You can see those are still items though. Alright, as far as what is here... wait a second. Yeah, okay, I just realized that. I just didn't know what you're gonna do. Anyways, though, this is a gym, so what we want to do is just go in here. And apparently the gym leader's our dad. Yeah, in the first two generations there was no dad though, so I'm always kind of wondering with these trainers what happened to their dad. Just like Ash Ketchum. But anyways, this person here named Wally is someone that we'll be seeing a couple times as well. Actually, literally only a couple times. Not as often as May, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, we have to take the road. Couldn't have just gone behind the Pokemon Center. Look at that, that lass is still just looking back and forth, even though we defeated her. So anyways, this is necessary, just watch him. Doing this fighting here. Routes. It's actually a rare Pokemon. Another one straight from Generation 3. I feel like, Growl's the only move it has at that level. Huh. So Wally has a potion in his bag. He only has one Pokeball, so I wonder if he fails, is he going to ask me to lend him one or give him one? Okay. So that's that. So Rushboro City. There you go. That is the first one we need to defeat. Gym leader, that is. We got a lawnmower going on outside here now. But okay, I think what I'm gonna do here. Maybe we just go ahead and heal again. I'll be healing very often because I want to be conservative with the items. Yeah, I mean, like the berry heals 10 HP points. I could have just gave that right away too. I'm kind of wondering though. Oh yeah, that's right. They can hold the berries and then they'll restore it in the middle of the battle. But it's something I actually don't often do though. So this is not a trainer. She is not a trainer. That one though that's walking is. Get Zigzag going to the bottom here. I want to say though, this guy also has a Talo, but it's higher leveled. I don't know, we'll see. Oh snap, it's a Seedot. Well, again, you know the strategy. Okay, it's now using Harden. This is where it'd be nice to have Water Gun. Okay. Here at this point, probably just say, like, let's try not to take any damage with this, going against the Seedot. So I don't have to keep on, healing myself. Alright, though, since it's used Harden here, I think we should have enough tackles left in us. So it's using Vibe, I think. Yeah, we should be able to take it out as long as we don't fail. Alright, there we go. Because if we missed that tackle, then yeah, that would have been that. I think this next one is going to be... Oh, okay, look at that. I thought it was like level 13 for some reason. Oh, it's a Talo. Alright, well, since we got Water Gun, let's go ahead and keep doing this then. Satisfied with that Water Gun. But I know this one... Oh my goodness, level 8? What in the heck? Okay, we're gonna have to be careful then. Well, at least we got full health. That was pretty essential to get that full health there. Let's go ahead and just tack on Water Gun. Yeah, having defense is pretty essential. Okay, we should be fine then. And there you go. I'm gonna use Growl, having a special move. Special indeed. Okay, youngster Billy. I don't think this is a trainer. See how the water looks pretty nice there. Alright, we got one berry here. As far as leveling up, I believe, so Mudkip levels up at 16, just like most starters do. I think Seedot levels up at 14. I believe this next trainer, though, has got like a straight up like level 9. So I'm not gonna... Yeah, let's go straight with Mudkip. Look, he has a lot of money, so... The new type of a trainer, let's call him Rich Boy. Oh, level 7, so that's crazy then. Like that one trainer has like 2 of them, and then the second was at level 8. I was thinking it was going to be level 6, that Talo, but yeah, I guess we could have started with Seedot. Oh well. Anyways, after this oh my gosh, seriously. Now, I know there's like that one move called Thief. I never saw it, but it came from Generation 2. And if we have a Pokemon that learns Thief, and we use Thief against this Zigzagoon, I think you have to make sure, though, you don't make the feint. But if you don't, then I think we actually steal that forward store. Oh, right, no, never mind, what am I thinking? That's only if the Pokemon's holding an item, so... yeah, that was not a held item, but say like if that Zigzagoon had like a berry that was holding, Thief would have stolen that, but... alright, we did get a lot of money on that battle, but... took some damage there, so... let's go back and heal. We're going to see what's in here. Empty? But later on, you see that boat there too. That's going to come into play. It will be necessary to progress, but... for now... I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, but the next part is going to be like going into the woods. So you can almost think of like a Viridian Forest, but it's going to have a couple bug catchers, and then you're going to see now main enemies in the game. So it's not going to be Team Rocket, it's going to be something else. And it's a little bit different because if it's Ruby version, it's one group. If it's Sapphire version, it's a different group. Actually, I'm going to go through here. Dang it. Wait, I think... I don't know if... this is the guy that gives you the TM. Nope, never mind. I think it's when we exit the woods. Alright, though, another potion. I want to go out here, though, because there was this item, and... actually, what does she do? Nothing. Ah, it's a Pokeball. Alright, well, that's fine. Just gonna pick up any... gosh, any items that I see. Well, also, the one thing about berries is, like... if you plant a berry, and you later on can water it, then it'll grow into more berries after that. That's something I'm not going to do, though, because, again, when they say something about like the time function, I don't know if it's like disabled or anything, then that might be an issue. Alright, so these are just bug catchers, so... I know there's going to be one bug catcher here. I think there's another bug catcher later on, but in between... wait a second, is this right? What the heck? I do not remember this at all. Well, I think this would be too much if we keep going back and forth, so maybe we'll just do enough for Seedot to level up. Oh gosh, so that's... we're gonna have to use Water Gun then. And then I'll just keep sticking with Mudkip then. Actually, let's take out this next one with Mudkip so that it can level up here. That is so weird. I do not remember a bug catcher here having 6 Pokemon. So apparently it's been quite a while. Maybe I don't know. It just seems weird early on. All right, though. So Seedot will level up for this one. Yeah, they're all level 3 though, so it's not gonna be an issue. Shrek saying, everyone get out of my swamp here. Okay, Darkside grew to level 8. And that is that. Let's just gonna take out the rest here. because it's like, even if I use Bide, again, it's like, how much damage will those worm pulse do? I don't know. Okay, then let's take out this last one. Alright, the time of this recording is getting pretty well up there. Bug catchers don't carry cash at all. Let's see here. Okay, a paralyzed heal. Right though. This is where we're gonna encounter them, and oh, I think I walked right into it. Okay, now you have to deal with it. But here we are. So this is the new enemies, and they're called Team Magma. My phone keeps vibrating here. And just like, you know, last generation when they had the Team Rocket, they called them grunts. That's what this one is. It's just a grunt. He is nothing special. You know, let's go ahead and just see how much we can do here. It's like, well, that's not gonna help if you just sand attack like that. If he doesn't do a single tackle here, though, well, this was pointless, and that's actually not good. We cannot let it use something like Howl. So, wait, what? Oh, snap. Alright, well, we cannot mess around here then. Let's just... oh boy. I think we better just use water gun. Oh, snap. The thing is, though, their attack is not really that high, I would think, but 2 misses in a row. My goodness. This is not looking good here. I think I'm gonna have to probably switch out. It's gonna keep using sand attack. Okay, let's switch out to Seedot maybe. Because all that sand attack is just getting to be too much now. Is it ever gonna use tackle though? Oh man, I don't know how much damage this is gonna do now. Yeah, that's too much. Oh boy, I'm in a little bad situation now here. Alright, the thing is though, Mudkip doesn't have the accuracy lowered, so... but now the question is how much damage... okay, well, if you can survive this tackle... yeah, see, Mudkip's defense is way higher. Seedot, on the other hand... we're gonna have to go back and heal though, because there's still a few more trainers along the way, and I'm like, no... I can't just let Mudkip keep on taking them all out. We need a... it's only going to be like pretty close until we get that bullet seed though. Dang it though, if it survived one more tackle, then Bide would have actually dealt a lot of damage there. Alright, well, let me see here where we're at. Yeah. Alright, so we get a great ball here. That'll be useful later on. Let me just go all the way back here. At least we can be pretty quick, but just going to get myself to the Pokemon Center, or at least we'll just, yeah, end it here. Let me just kind of check though, just to see where we're at for now. So 102, 6 levels to level up, 4 more levels to level up. We're still in good hands here though. There's still a few more trainers even to our route next to where the gym leader will be. but I don't know if I will fight him there though. So we'll see. Still quite a bit left to do. But I'm just going to cut it close here. So thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you have any questions or comments of anything at all, then just put them in that comment section right below. And other than that, I will see you guys all next time.